Part of adopting this new label of a creative is putting yourself out there. You have to sell yourself. This industry really is all about who you know, and the better you are at networking, meeting people, the higher chance that you're gonna find an opportunity. I definitely am introverted. It wears me out and drains me to be too social. And so I think my solution was avoid it altogether. I didn't go to networking events. I didn't go to parties. This is exposure therapy week. I am at the Banff Media Conference in Canada. 4 days of panels, small group conversations, one-on-one pitches, meetings. It sounds like my nightmare, but I'm gonna become the networking queen. I'm going to Canada. The festival takes place in Banff, which is absolutely gorgeous, insane, stunning views. Oh, Canada.
I bet you don't know the words.
My partner and I are developing some projects. We are trying to pitch our own TV shows. We have our first meeting in 3 minutes, and I think we're both nervous. Wish us luck. Expected from the first meeting. He was very nice, but he told us he's really not looking for anything right now. Back in the hotel room, we're getting ready to go to a networking party, and we'll see if we have better luck there. I hate it. We hate it. Here's the goal. Let's find one person standing alone and strike up a conversation, okay? A room full of people, I couldn't do it. It was too much, just stressful and overwhelming. So I'm in my bed. First networking party was a bit of a failure. Saw people doing what I was doing, like scanning the room and walking around by themselves, but this party scene, I don't know if that's for me, so. Hello, it's 4 a.m. I can't sleep, and I'm feeling tired, a little over it. So I never ended up going back to sleep. Putting yourself out there is also rejection therapy. I saw this producer who really knew what she was talking about. She seemed super experienced, and I went up to her, introduced myself. I wanted to tell her about my projects, and she shot me down quickly. It was very humbling. I'm out taking a walk because I feel a bit overwhelmed. In college, we did something called Strengths Quest. And the whole philosophy is that don't even bother improving your weaknesses because you'll never be that amazing at those things. Instead, take your strengths and really improve upon those. The thing I keep asking myself while I'm here is, if I hate networking, if I feel uncomfortable, should I keep pushing myself? Is it worth it? Will it ever be something I like or am good at? I don't know, I can't help but think like, why am I like this? Why am I feeling this way? Because when I think back to me as a child, I was a ham.
My true love gave to me.
Blue moon.
I lived for the stage, lived to be on camera. Again, I'm gonna attribute that to my mother, who decided that any silly dance or song I performed was worth being captured on video. Clearly built up my confidence. And I never had trouble making friends. I've always loved people and talking to people. But I don't know what happened, I guess just being a teenager, feeling unsure about yourself. In high school, I had a core group of friends, but while all the other kids ate outside on the quad, we ate inside our teacher's classroom and just kind of hid from the rest of the world. I thought college would get better, but it's really even more terrifying. Things didn't get easier until, honestly, I discovered alcohol. I remember going to my first party, the first time I really got drunk, and that kind of out-of-body experience. All of a sudden, I could talk to anybody. I wasn't scared. I was just feeling so nervous today that I ordered a drink. You know, the power that alcohol used to give me, I wanted it. I was grasping for that power. In theory, it's an okay crutch. I had to attend work parties at film festivals and stuff, and there would always be alcohol available. I know there were a couple times where I blacked out. I don't remember who I met. I spent the whole time talking to the waiter. That was a band-aid over the problem. I actually think it made me feel worse. My stomach feels like loops, and I was in line to meet an agent and I freaked out, and I'm here getting air. I want to be the best version of me, but I also want to be authentic to me. And I can't figure out if being here is pushing me to good places, is making me evolve, or if it's turning me into someone that I'm really not. Meet my new friends. Do you guys have any networking tips? Like, how do you put yourself out there?
I try to not think about it as networking and think about it as just individual conversations because that works better for me. Rachel is really good at networking.
Yeah, you're kind of a pro.
If you are with someone at a conference, be ready to stand alone. Don't be afraid to do a coffee run separately, and then be ready to say hello to someone in line.
Thank you, Rachel and Jane. Seriously. We're heading downstairs to do these small group roundtables. Maybe like 10 people total at a table, but they're themed. So the first one was meet a showrunner. It was so open and friendly, and we all went around and introduced ourselves. The goal was to see how we could help each other. He gave lots of great tips.
Scott, Aaron.
And thank you so much for
I hope it was valuable.
It was so valuable. Yeah. I talked about my YouTube channel. They were really supportive, so that was fantastic. Next, we had our big pitch. So one of the projects we're working on, we want to go onto CBC, and we managed to get an 8-minute pitch session with the head of dramas there. We had practiced our pitch for the both of us. It was a 2-person pitch, but when we got there, we found out only one of us could go in. So last minute, decided it was me. I gave my pitch. She said it was pretty good. She said I could send the materials. That was also incredible. I just had a chaotic, probably 3 hours of networking. It was reassuring that there's other creatives out there. There are people that want to be making things. I met some cool people. The thing I've learned, you set your own code of ethics, what you're willing to do, how far you're willing to go, what you're willing to work on. I think I figured mine out. It has to be a project that I really like. The person I have to naturally click with. And if those things are what I hold at the center, then I will push myself out of my comfort zone. I will pitch, I will meet people, and it'll be worth it to me. When I'm like really connecting with people and pitching and kind of whining and dining, I do kind of feel like old Alex, the little ham who wants to perform. It went so well, and I'm feeling so good about it that it just feels like a sign that this is the right path. And I don't know why I wasn't doing it sooner. And I actually think this is the beginning of things happening. That never would have happened if I didn't get out of my comfort zone and come here. Okay, bye.
Now this is really the end of our show.